Okay, hey, it's Gary King here at La Foray. I wanted to do a really quick little video after something we saw yesterday. Again, this covers the whole thing about the weather and the sun. Now, probably people have seen this already. Now, we watched the old Cool Guy this morning, or I think it was this morning or last night, talking about this. So, the Mail Online, so this is on all the main newspapers. Experiments to dim the sun. Experiments to dim the sun in bid to curb global warming will be approved by the UK government within weeks. Read more. The ozone layer is healing and could soon close for good. Well, we all know, those that look into things, that's a load of old rubbish because you can't have a hole in a gas. Anyway, that aside, I just wanted to bring this up, and I'm going to put a link. Yeah, the Daily Mail Online, the Daily Fail. They're all talking about it, right? Listen to this. There's nothing quite like going for a walk on a bright spring day, but basking in the sunshine could soon be a thing of the past. That's because it has emerged that experts are planning on dimming the sun in a bid to curb blue spinning ball warming. Now, read up on it yourself, right? Okay, now we've been saying this for a long time, so again, we're preaching to the choir. Read up on it yourself, and you tell me where the fuck any of this could be approved by anybody, okay? So why do you think plants don't grow well in the winter? No sun, right? Now, are they going to do this? Well, we know they've been doing this shit for years, right? Been bringing it up, everybody's been bringing it up for years, and now they're telling you what they're doing, right? So the public don't get any say-so in this. So they're now going to do experiments, 50 million quid it says, which is nothing, right? That's like me giving you a fiver. 50 million for projects that will be announced in the coming weeks. Professor Mark Symes, Programme Director for ARIA, said there will be a small controlled outdoor experiment on particular approaches. Now, alright then, who's this character? We'll look into this clown, right? Let's just say they do and it all goes wrong. Then what are they going to... Oh, we're sorry about that. Now, I know people are going to turn around and say, yeah, but, you know, it would affect them as well. And you go, really? You know, we've all looked into the DUMBs, the deep underground military bases. And again, with all this stuff, nobody can say whether it's real or not. But let's just take that 10% rule again that me and Serge have talked about all the time. You're not supposed to be fucking with nature. End of story. Right? So all you police dudes out there and you army bods, you know, who defend and protect these clowns that do all this shit, this is going to affect you in the end, and your families and your kids. So we all know, like I said, photosynthesis, plants. Right at the moment, we've never seen flowers and plants growing like they are at the moment, right? But that's only because of short periods of time of sunless skies. Now, as I showed in my video a little while ago, just over a week ago, Good Friday, beautiful clear skies. It started and it has pissed with rain for 7 days since. This is the first day it hasn't rained. So a week tomorrow, it has literally pissed with rain non-stop. Oh, it's just April showers, Gary. It's like, really? Is it? Or is it something to do with the fact they keep pumping shit into the sky, right? So when you talk to people about this and they roll their eyes and all this kind of stuff, I think people are starting to see exactly what these clowns are up to and why they're doing it. This is a systematic eradication of people. Now, when you go down to your local store and they want 18 bucks for a kilo of potatoes, you might think about that, right? That's how they're going to starve people out. He who controls the food controls the people. Now, the Cool Guy did a great one on this. I won't ramble on about this because there's no point. We're preaching to the choir. But for fuck's sake, wake the fuck up. Wake up. These characters are not on your side. They're batting for a different team and it's not ours, right? Now, on that subject, another one, we're going to the dentist again today, who's a friend of ours actually. And last week, we went down for a sort of checkup and he dropped a bombshell that he believes that we're being rubbed out. But he went along with the Britney Spears concert, got his ticket, had his 3-dart finish, and now he's really concerned, right? So I'm going to talk to him about it again today. He's a really good guy, right? But, you know, at least you start to find people that are realising what's going on. And this is all about a journey. And this is all about how you leave this realm. Whether you consent to what these clowns are doing and what they've done for hundreds of years to the general public. Now, on that note, I suggest that people look into what was called Project Sea Spray, where apparently they sprayed from naval vessels the coastline and everything to do biological warfare tests on the public in case there was a Ruski attack. Now, we all know, those that are bright enough to actually use some common sense, that all these countries and these puppets are in it together, you know, working for the creepy table, Matt's creepy table, right? But if it was true, they're experimenting on you. They've been experimenting on us for years, right? Same thing with you dafty girls who think you're using animal-free tested makeup. What do you think they test it on then, girls? Eh? Maybe they test it on all those children that go missing every year. They'd have to test it on something in case your eyeball falls out. And don't say they wouldn't do that today. Or maybe they wouldn't, but what if they are? So anyway, this is what they're planning on doing. And yeah, like I said, all you defending the authority figures when your summer holiday's ruined, vitamin D deficiency, your bones all start to get up. Yeah, think about that. You're approving and allowing this to happen. Now, we got another video that me and Serge did the other day, another chat, which I haven't edited down yet, but I'm going to do that. But I needed to get this one out, and I'm hoping to do a chat with a musician, Trevor John, who was on Sheep Farm with Chris and Dom, talk about how the music industry has been used to manipulate people's minds. And I'd like to thank our Gina D for sending me a wonderful picture of a so-called singer, which is a new little figure. Which is, they basically made this so-called female singer look like a man with big muscly arms. Well, there it is again in plain sight. The other thing to look into is that Sam's Club in America now is getting rid of all its checkout staff, so hundreds of people are going to lose their jobs, and you will only be able to shop in there with your phone until you're no longer allowed to use a phone, because a phone will become obsolete and the tech will be you. So that's another thing to look into. But anyway, check out these articles. I'll put the Daily Mail, Daily Fail in. It's quite funny. And also, look at the names of these people that write these articles. Xantha. What's that? Xantha Leatham, Executive Science Editor. All made up names. None of these people are real. Anyway, check it out. And thanks for listening. Some good fun times ahead. Get ready for Mad Max. Oh, no more, please.